Hello there, all you goobers and geezers, and welcome back to the channel of an artistic degenerate. And in today's episode, we'll be revisiting the world of Pokémon The Alternate Take, where we'll be visiting the redesigns of Oddish, Gloom, and Vileplume. So, let's jump right in. Oddish, the weed Pokemon, a grass and poison type. Oddish, a timid and nocturnal Pokemon, prefers to remain hidden from sight during the day, to protect itself from potential threats and to absorb vital nutrients from the soil. Oddish buries its roots deep beneath the ground. However, this habit makes it resemble ordinary weeds to unsuspecting passers-by. Should someone mistakenly attempt to yank it from the ground, Oddish will unleash an ear-piercing shriek, startling and deterring potential threats. This serves as a defense mechanism to keep itself safe from harm. Oddish's activity peaks during the nighttime hours, when the moonlight encourages the plant atop its head to flourish. During this time, it diligently sows seeds in the earth, contributing to the natural cycle of plant life and growth. Under the cover of darkness, Oddish thrives, silently tending to the flora around it, while remaining vigilant against daytime dangers. In the realm of Pokemon redesign, Oddish posed an intriguing challenge. This grass and poison type Pokemon has always been a curious blend of natural inspiration, part weed, part mandrake. However, I was determined to delve deeper into its unique characteristics to create a truly captivating redesign. Oddish's original design came with an unusual scent, one that mysteriously vanished when it evolved into Bellossom. The question loomed, what could be the source of this foul odor, and how could it be linked to Oddish? My imagination sparked with the idea of parasitic plants, much like the parasitic plant associated with Vileplume. With this newfound inspiration, Oddish's redesign took not that much of a dramatic turn, while still maintaining the essence of what I've decided to base its design on a radish seed-like shape. There was an added layer of complexity. The Pokemon's once innocent cheeks now swelled, betraying the burden of illness that weighed upon it. Long claw-like vines emerged, snaking their way out of Oddish's form, creating an eerie and unsettling appearance. And so, let's give it time to evolve, since it really is only active during the night. Gloom, the weed Pokemon, a grass and poison type. This parasitic weed now inflicts great numbing pain upon Gloom, causing it to swell and change in appearance. The relentless torment of this parasitic plant has left Gloom in a constant state of distress. Its expression reflects the pain it endures, and its body is swollen as a result of the parasitic influence. The plant on Gloom's head, fueled by the pain it inflicts, secretes a foul and overpowering odor. This smells a combination of noxious gases and a thick honey-like substance. The stench is so potent that it can be detected from a considerable distance. The terrible odor serves as both a warning and a defense mechanism, deterring would-be predators from approaching Gloom. In the realm of redesign, Gloom presented a unique canvas for artistic exploration. It was a canvas that I was determined to infuse with a deeper, more intriguing narrative. And, well, I think this Gloom redesign might be one of my favourites that I've done for this series. The heart of this redesign centered on Gloom's botanical parasitic relationship. Instead of just the typical vines, I envisioned thorny tendrils emanating from a central plant. Adorned in an ominous off-orange hue, this menacing portrayal aimed to convey the notion that this parasitic plant was relentless, determined to spread its influence across Gloom's form. The very physique of Gloom bore the scars of its parasitic companion. Its body and limbs had swollen considerably, as if desperately attempting to absorb more nutrients from its surroundings. Yet this growth only served to benefit the relentless parasitic plant, which continued to thrive on Gloom's suffering. A tidbit from Oddish's Pokédex entry mentioned that its feet could transform into roots, a fact that I couldn't ignore. Hence, Gloom's legs took on an eerie sort of skeletal appearance, resembling gnarled roots, a visual testament to the parasitic plant's influence sapping Gloom's vitality. Since we can't mention blood on Pokédex entries, at the core of this design lay the inspiration drawn from the Rafflesia, a captivating and somewhat sinister plant in the real world. The once vibrant and cheerful Oddish, as much as it was, transformed into a Pokemon that bore the weight of sorrow. Its new facial features, including its mouth and eyes, appeared almost one-dimensional, as if Gloom's inner turmoil made it impossible to connect with others. The eyes themselves seemed to well with tears, a symbol of the melancholy that enveloped this Pokemon. Vileplume, the weed Pokemon, a grass and poison type. Vileplume has fallen victim to the insidious grip of its parasitic plant. This malevolent entity has relentlessly drained Vileplume of most of its vital nutrients, rendering it a clumsy and unstable Pokemon. The parasitic plant has left Vileplume in a sorry state, causing it to stumble and crash into objects with an alarming regularity. Its once elegant movements have given way to a fumbling, awkward gait that leaves it prone to mishaps. Vileplume's signature ability to scatter poisonous pollen, a trait that once served as a means of defense, has become unpredictable and uncontrollable. In moments of distress, it involuntarily releases clouds of toxic spores, posing a danger not only to others but also to itself. During these periods of heightened stress or discomfort, Vileplume emits an even more pungent and noxious odor than usual. The foul stench serves as both an indication of its emotional turmoil and a defense mechanism, warding off potential threats. Trainers are advised to handle Vileplume with care and strive to maintain a calm and soothing environment for this Pokemon. The enigmatic redesign of Vileplume beckoned with an irresistible challenge. My vision for this redesign ventured into a sort of uncharted territory, weaving a narrative deeply entwined with darkness, parasitism, and eerie symbiosis. But of course you'll all see that again when I eventually get to Paris. At the heart of this reimagining lay a fundamental shift in Vileplume's evolution process. Unlike the traditional path through exposure to a leaf stone, this Vileplume redesign evolved via the mysterious Dusk Stone, a choice that starkly contrasted with the path that Blossom would take. The Dusk Stone embodies the power of the night, an ideal conduit for parasitic plants and fungi that often thrive in darkness. This sinister stone played a pivotal role, aiding the parasitic plant in its relentless conquest of Vileplume's form. Yet Vileplume was not lifeless. It endured this transformation, setting it apart from other such Pokemon with parasitic origins. Not naming anyone parasitic that tend to die. The petals of Vileplume's parasitic plants now took a sinister guise, resembling not the lush foliage of its previous incarnation, but rather fangs and jaws. This unsettling visual symbolized the plant's newfound role as a parasitic antagonist. The dust stone, akin to dark matter in this redesign, became an integral part of this twisted symbiosis. Veins resembling ominous cracks sped across the parasitic plant, casting eerie, otherworldly sort of shadows. The very body of Vileplume, modelled after the form of a radish, it had grown disturbingly gaunt and emaciated. Its limbs, once robust, now resembled gnarled roots, as if it had become a mere extension of the parasitic plant's will, or Vileplume not having the strength to resist. The eyes, once filled with vitality, had devolved into vacant pools of glowing purple spin, mirroring the hypnotic hold that the parasitic entity had over its host. The mouth, contorted into a grin, oozed with a vicious drool, a chilling representation of the mindlessness that now consumes Vileplume. If you want justice for Vileplume, like and subscribe, because when I eventually get to the Johto region, Bellossom time. So, justice for Vileplume. Why don't you comment that? Hashtag justice for Vileplume. And if you guys want to subscribe anyway to see more of my content, I do have videos running all the way to the end of October. Yes, my videos are going to be running to the end of October because of a lot of things I got going on. So these might be the last couple videos I do for the year, depending on if I'll have the time in December. But that was Pokemon The Alternate Take. I hope you guys like the new intro, which I got a lot of help from, fans and friends helping me come up with a new one. It seemed to be unique. Now, in the next episode of Pokemon The Alternate Take, which won't be for a while, you guys will get to see the Paris and Parasect redesign. For Pokemon Lifting Light and Pokemon Dark Deep, you'll get to see 2 redesigns / reworks along with 3 new horse Pokemon. And in the next video, you'll get to see an amazing collaboration with an amazing person. And I've done collaborations with them before, so you guys can take a guess. But that out of the way, I'll see you all next time.